I'm back, Jax Gamer here with Tower Simulator 3. Today we're at Toronto Pearson International Airport, where we're going to be doing a midday shift. Our weather conditions are METAR live. I did hop on Flight Radar 24 and also Flight Aware just to double check and see which runways are they using today. And today they're using 24 left for arrivals and 23 for departures. So we'll be doing that in this simulation today. Traffic density is at 100%. Of course, our airport time is at 1 p.m. Airport radar style is day. And our airport database's airplane sets are URG's design. And we're going to just preload a 3-hour schedule. We're probably going to only go for about an hour today. Nice round number. And today's date, 5/6/2025. Thanks for joining me. I hope you enjoy. Let's get into it. All right, welcome to Toronto. As you can see, this is a pretty sizable airport. There's a lot of challenges with this particular airport when you go ahead and look at the way the terminals are structured in here, getting planes in and out. So we're going to be using a lot of hold short of taxiway numbers. We got 1 and 2 here, 3 and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We'll be doing a lot of that to keep things, keep bad things from happening. Let's just put it that way. We don't want bad things to happen. I did check, was it Flight Radar 24, and Flight Aware to see what runways they are currently using. And they're currently using 24 left for arrivals today and 23 right for departures, and occasionally departures on 24 right. So we're going to go ahead and do that today. Appreciate you all joining me for this episode. Let's go ahead and dive into it. I got some camera views all set up. Our wind is calm right now, but I'm sure that hasn't updated yet since the sim is paused. I had to set up my other screen and all that good stuff. I'm not wasting time doing that while you guys are watching this video. All right, let's go ahead and let's just get this thing kicked off, shall we? Hopefully we'll have a busy airport.
Flare 623 with information Bravo, requesting push and start.
Toronto is typically busy. Let's look here. We got Flare that is ready for pushback. Go ahead and get them set. Flare 623, pushback approved, facing south.
Pushback approved, facing south. Flare 623.
So the idea is going to be, for example, if there was a plane already coming in, we have
Toronto
them.
ground, Blue Street 5666 with information Bravo, requesting push and start.
We have them taxiing, let's say down Alpha and jogging over to 1. We would have them hold short of 2, which goes in here. We'd have them hold short of 2, and that way we could get these jets out. So that's the idea behind that. I'm sure we'll see that play out at some time here. Don't have to worry about it at the moment. But I'm certain that we will. And boost those up a bit.
Toronto ground. Endeavour 50908 with information Charlie. Requesting push and start.
Looks like we got everybody coming out of there. Let's go ahead and let's bring this view up so we can see back in there a little better. Right about there. I think we can get that Endeavour back here out. Let's go ahead and do that. Endeavour 5098, pushback approved, facing south.
Pushback approved, facing south. Endeavour 50908.
And then we got to get this blue streak out. But we got to wait till this flare is out of here.
Toronto ground, chart right 676 with information Charlie, requesting push and start.
Chart right 676, runway. Chart right 676, pushback approved. Expect runway 23.
Command property error. Chart
I
right
know,
676.
I know, I messed it up.
Pushback approved, expect runway 23. Chart right 676. Toronto ground, Flare 623 ready to taxi.
Flare 623, runway 23 at Bravo via Bravo.
Runway 23 at Bravo via Bravo. Flare 623. Toronto Tower, up aviation 843 on final 24 left.
So there's our pathway. We're going to use Bravo. Have these aircraft take off at Bravo. If we have
Toronto
heavies...
ground, Pakistan 782 heavy with information Charlie, requesting push and start.
Speaking of heavy, if we have heavies, we want to run them the full length of 2-3. Pakistan 782, pushback approved. Expect runway 23.
Command property error. Pakistan 782 heavy.
Pakistan 782 heavy, pushback approved. Expect runway 23.
Pushback approved. Expect runway 23. Pakistan 782 heavy.
Toronto ground. Endeavor 509 or 8 ready to taxi.
Endeavor 5098, runway 23 at Bravo via Bravo.
Runway 23 at Bravo via Bravo. Endeavor 509 or 8.
So that Pakistan's at green tail. In fact, let me see. I think I have a camera down there. There it is. Right there. Up aviation 843, runway 24 left, cleared to land.
Runway 24 left, cleared to land. Up aviation 843.
Hear those engines spooling up.
Toronto ground, Brickyard 3649er with information Charlie, requesting push and start.
Brickyard 3649, pushback approved. Expect runway 24 right.
Pushback approved. Expect runway 24 right. Brickyard 3649er.
So they're that United flight right in the middle of the screen. We're going to have them go over to 24 right there. And our first departure is just about to runway 23. We'll get them out of here. This flare is a 737-800 MAX, headed to
Toronto
Alberta,
ground, Pakistan
Calgary.
782 heavy ready to taxi.
Pakistan 782 heavy, runway 23 via 1 Alpha. Not 11. Pakistan 782 heavy, runway 23 via 1 Alpha.
Runway 23, U1, Alpha, Pakistan 782 heavy.
Blue Streak 5666, pushback approved, facing south. Go ahead and get them pushback. Flare 623, wind is 17010, runway 23, clear for takeoff.
Pushback approved, facing south, Blue Street 5666. Runway 23, cleared for takeoff. Flare 623.
Okay, our wind just updated to 170 at 10. So 170 degrees at 10 knots.
Brickyard 3649 are ready to taxi.
Brickyard 3649, runway 24 right at Delta 5.
Runway 24 right at Delta 5. Brickyard 3649er.
All right, so there's the Brickyard.
Final 24 left.
They are headed over to Delta 5. They'll take 1 to Delta 5 and hop on 24 right there. That's what we will use for departures on that side of the airfield. Chart right 676. Runway 23 at Bravo via Echo Hotel. Cross runway 15 left.
Runway 23 at Bravo via Echo Hotel. Cross runway 15 left. Chart right 676.
Endeavor 5098, runway 23, line up and wait.
Runway 23, line up and wait. Endeavor 509 or 8.
Quarter Air 352, runway 24 left, clear to land.
Runway 24 left, clear to land. Order 352.
Endeavor 5098, wind is 17010, runway 23, clear for takeoff. All right, we'll get them out of here.
Runway 23, cleared for takeoff. Endeavor 509 or 8.
Toronto
Here comes the big boy.
Blue Street 5666 ready to taxi.
777-200. Gotta love it. Blue Streak 5666. Runway 23 at Bravo via Bravo. Hold short of taxiway Alpha.
Runway 23 at Bravo via Bravo. Hold short of taxiway Alpha. Blue Streak 5666.
All right, so Pakistan's headed onto Alpha. As a precautionary, we're going to have them hold short of Alpha. Takes a little while for these heavies to taxi. Endeavor's on the roll. Brickyard 3649, runway 24 right, clear for takeoff.
Runway 24 right, cleared for takeoff. Brickyard 3649er.
Player 623, contact departure.
Toronto departure on 128.8, Player 623. Good day.
Nice busy airport so far. Endeavor 5098, contact departure.
Toronto departure on 128.8. Endeavor 509er.
We got a Korean Air, an Air Transat, and a SkyWest that are currently boarding. Blue Streak 5666, runway 23 at Bravo via Bravo.
Runway 23 at Bravo via Bravo. Blue Streak 5666.
All right, they're going to continue taxiing. They're going to make a turn here to the right. Heading down here. To the end of the runway. Up aviation 843. Taxi to ramp via Charlie Echo. Cross runway 24 right. Show you guys where they're going.
Echo, cross runway 24 right. Up aviation 843.
They got a little ramp section down there, so I'm going to send them down Charlie and Echo.
Toronto ground.
Worry about crossing any runways.
With information Charlie. Requesting push and start.
All right, we got another heavy. Korean Air 74 heavy, pushback approved. Expect runway 23.
Pushback approved. Expect runway 23. Korean Air 74 heavy.
Pakistan 782 heavy, wind is 17010, runway 23, clear for takeoff.
Runway 23, clear for takeoff. Pakistan 782 heavy.
Brickyard 3649, contact departure. Our only current arrival is Porter Air. See them in the background? Headed to 24 left. We're going to go ahead and get this bad boy out of here. Again, they are off to Islamabad.
Toronto Tower, Endeavor Flight 0904 on final 24 left.
Endeavor 5094, runway 24 left, clear to land.
Runway 24 left, clear to land. Endeavor Flight 0904.
Chart right 676, runway 23, line up and wait.
Runway 23, line up and wait. Chart right 676.
Porter Air 352, taxi to ramp via Delta Echo Sierra Bravo 2. Hold short of taxiway Alpha, cross runway 24 right.
Taxi to ramp via Delta Echo Sierra, Bravo 2. Hold short of taxiway Alpha, cross the runway 24 right. Hotel 352.
All right, so quite a
Toronto
long
ground,
command.
Korean Air 74 Heavy ready to taxi.
We'll have to give him a command across 15 left. We have to
Toronto
wait.
ground, Air Transat 518 with information Charlie, requesting push and start.
We have to wait on departing this one because the last one was a heavy. So we've got to give it a couple minutes because of the wake turbulent factor. Korean Air 74 Heavy, runway 23 via Alpha.
Runway 23 via Alpha. Korean Air 74 Heavy.
Pakistan 782 Heavy, contact departure.
Toronto departure on 128.8. Pakistan 782 Heavy. Good day.
I'm still going to give them a little time here.
Toronto ground, SkyWest 4629 with information Charlie, requesting push and start.
Air Transat 518, pushback approved. Expect runway 23. SkyWest 4629, pushback approved. Expect runway 24 right.
Pushback approved, expect runway 23. Air Transat 518.
Chart right 676, runway 23, clear for takeoff. Caution wake turbulence.
Pushback approved, expect runway 24 right. SkyWest 4629er.
Blue Streak 5666, runway 23, line up and wait.
Runway 23, cleared for takeoff. Chart right 676. Runway 23, line up and wait. Blue Streak 5666. Toronto Tower, WestJet 534 on final 24 left.
WestJet 534, runway 24 left, clear to land.
Runway 24 left, clear to land. WestJet 534. Toronto ground, Rouge 1923 with information Charlie, requesting push and start.
All right, we'll go ahead and get this American out of here. Blue Streak 5666. Wind is 17010, runway 23, clear for takeoff.
Runway 23, cleared for takeoff. Blue Streak 5666.
All right, Korean Air's headed down Alpha. Chart right 676. Contact departure. All right, so we got two arrivals coming in.
Chart right 676.
Endeavor, and behind them a WestJet.
SkyWest 4629.
Can't quite see him yet.
Toronto ground, Air Transat 518 ready to taxi.
SkyWest 4629, runway 24 right at Delta 5 via Delta. Air Transat 518, runway 23 at Bravo via Bravo.
Runway 24 right at Delta 5 via Delta. SkyWest 4629. Runway 23 at Bravo via Bravo. Air Transat 518. Toronto Tower, WestJet 449 on final 24 left.
Quarter Air 352, cross runway 15 left. Let's keep them moving.
Cross runway 15 left. Hotel 352.
Rouge 1923, stand by.
Stand by. Rouge 1923.
Blue Streak 5666, contact departure.
Toronto departure on 128.8. Blue Streak 5666. Good day.
All right, so we got Air Transat coming out of the terminal. We have Rouge across the way that is
Toronto ground, WestJet 503 with
ready
information
for
Charlie,
pushback.
requesting push and start.
And I want to get this one clear of him, just to be 100% sure. Another arrival, or Endeavor on the other side. Endeavor 5094, taxi to ramp via Charlie Alpha. Hold short of taxiway Romeo.
Taxi to ramp via Charlie Alpha. Hold short of taxiway Romeo. Endeavor 509.
Korean Air 74 Heavy. Wind is 17010. Runway 23. Clear for immediate takeoff.
Runway 23, cleared for immediate takeoff. Korean Air 74 Heavy.
Rouge 1923. Pushback approved. Expect runway 23. Quarter Air 352, continue taxi.
Pushback approved. Expect runway 23. Rouge 1923.
But if you hold them short, you
Hold
alleviate a lot of
attitude.
problems, potential problems. I don't mind giving them an extra command here. I just don't want them barreling into the terminal just in case something else is coming out, you know. Endeavor 5094, cross runway 06 left.
Cross runway 06 left. Endeavor 5094.
All right, here goes Korean Air. 787-900. We got a flex jet that asked for pushback. Flex jet 503, pushback approved. Expect runway 23. All right, let's get back to Korean Air.
Pushback approved. Expect runway 23. FlixJet 503.
WestJet 249, runway 24 left, clear to land.
Runway 24 left, clear to land. WestJet 249er.
SkyWest 4629, wind is 17010, runway 24 right, clear for takeoff. And get them out of here.
Runway 24 right. Cleared for takeoff. SkyWest 4629er.
WestJet just arrived. WestJet 534, taxi to ramp via Charlie Alpha. Hold short of taxiway Sierra.
Taxi to ramp via Charlie Alpha. Hold short of taxiway Sierra. WestJet 534.
Here's our Air
Toronto
Transat.
ground, Rouge 1923 ready to taxi.
Our Air Transat today is an A321neo headed to Montego Bay.
Toronto Tower, Jazz 8718 on final 24 left.
Korean Air 74 Heavy, contact departure. Jazz Air 8718, runway 24 left, clear to land.
Toronto departure on 128.8. Korean Air 74 Heavy. Good day. Runway 24 left, clear to land. Jazz 8718.
WestJet 534, hold position.
Hold position. WestJet 534.
I just want to make sure they are not going to cross.
Toronto ground. FlixJet 503 ready to taxi.
As we have the SkyWest barreling down the runway.
Toronto ground. Air Canada 741 with information Charlie, requesting push and start.
Air Transat 518, wind is 17010, runway 23, clear for takeoff.
Runway 23. Cleared for takeoff.
WestJet
Air Transat
534, cross runway 06 left.
Cross runway 06 left. WestJet 534.
WestJet 534, continue taxi.
Continue taxi.
There we go.
WestJet 534.
SkyWest 4629er, contact departure.
Toronto departure on 128.8. SkyWest 4629er. Good day.
Okay, I think Rouge is ready. There they are. Rouge 1923, runway 23 at Bravo via Bravo. Air Canada 741, pushback approved facing south.
Runway 23 at Bravo via Bravo. Rouge 1923.
Pushback approved facing south. Air Canada 741.
FlexJet 503, runway 23 at Bravo via Echo Sierra Bravo 2 Bravo. Cross runway 15 left.
Runway 23 at Bravo via Echo. Sierra. Bravo 2. Bravo. Cross runway 15 left.
There's our pathway for
FlixJet 503.
FlexJet 503. WestJet 249er, taxi to ramp via Charlie Alpha.
Taxi to ramp via Charlie Alpha. WestJet 249er. Toronto ground. Flare 669er with information Charlie, requesting push and start.
WestJet 249er, cross runway 06 left. Hold short of taxiway Sierra.
Cross runway 06 left. Hold short of taxiway Sierra.
I want them to hold short of Sierra here.
Toronto Tower, Air Transat 283 Heavy on final 24 left.
You have to zoom in and out sometimes because you can't get all these tags on the screen. Air Transat 518, contact departure. Just took care of
Toronto
them.
departure on 128.8. Air Transat 518. Good day.
Air Transat 283 Heavy, runway 24 left, clear to land.
Runway 24 left, clear to land. Air Transat 283 Heavy.
Toronto ground. Air Canada 741 ready to taxi.
Air Canada 741, runway 23 at Bravo via Bravo.
Runway 23 at Bravo via Bravo. Air Canada 741.
Okay, so Air Canada 741 is back in here. So they're going to go straight out to Bravo. WestJet is just now crossing their pathway, so this should be good there. We'll have to pay attention to this one coming in. And it looks like Rouge 1923 is just about ready to enter Q3. We're going to go ahead and give them immediate takeoff clearance. Rouge 1923, runway 23, clear for immediate takeoff.
Runway 23, clear for immediate takeoff. Rouge 1923.
FlexJet will hit Bravo. WestJet is going to stay on Alpha and hang a right
Toronto
here.
Tower, Porter Air 420 on final 24 left.
Porter Air 420, runway 24 left, clear to land. All right, so we got
Runway 24 left.
3
clear to
coming in
land.
over there.
Porter Air 420.
Jazz is just landing. WestJet is heading on into the terminal. Rouge is taking off. Flare 669, pushback approved, facing south.
Pushback approved facing south. Flare 669.
Oh, watch this WestJet come here. Nice little pink colors. Jazz 8718, taxi to ramp via Charlie Delta.
Taxi to Ram via Charlie, Delta, Jazz 8718.
Jazz 8718, cross runway 06 left. Guess I could have gave that command along with it, but
Cross runway 06 left. Jazz
FlexJet
8718.
503, runway 23, clear for immediate takeoff.
Runway 23. Cleared for immediate takeoff. FlexJet 503.
Rouge 1923, contact departure.
Toronto departure on 128.8. Rouge 1923.
All right, Air
Good day.
Transat's on short final. Go ahead and watch them come in.
Toronto Tower, Rouge 1955 on final 24 left.
Rouge 1955, runway 24 left, clear to land.
Runway 24 left, clear to land. Rouge 1955.
Toronto ground. Flare 669 and ready to taxi.
These heavies just look like they're floating in the air. It's crazy. Even in real life, it kind of looks that way. Like they're just floating when they come in for landing. WestJet 249er, continue taxi.
Continue taxi. WestJet 249.
I had them hold short of Sierra, if you remember. just to make sure no one was coming out of 3 and 4. Air Canada 741, wind is 17010, runway 23, clear for takeoff. Air Transat 283 Heavy, taxi to ramp via Charlie, Alpha, Tango 1, hold short of taxiway 6.
Runway 23, cleared for takeoff. Air Canada 741.
Taxi to ramp via Charlie, Alpha Tango 1, hold short of taxiway 6. Air Transat 283 Heavy.
Air Transat 283 Heavy, cross runway 06 left. So we're going to have them hold short
Cross runway 06 left. Air Transat 283 Heavy.
of taxiway 6 there in case something needs to come out of here. Especially bringing that heavy in there. Now, I don't know why it's wanting to do that. So that's kind of weird. Let's see, let's try this again. Air Transat 283 Heavy, taxi to ramp via Charlie Alpha 1, hold short of taxiway 6.
Taxi to ramp via
There
Charlie,
we go.
Alpha 1, hold short of taxiway 6. Air Transat 283
I think
Heavy.
we can get this
Toronto Tower,
flare
Air
out of
Canada
here too.
100 on final 24 left.
Flare 669, runway 23 at Bravo via Bravo. Air Canada 100, runway 24 left, clear to land.
Runway 23 at Bravo, via Bravo. Flare 669.
FlexJet 503, contact departure. Whoops.
Runway 24 left, clear to land. Air Canada 100.
I let them
Toronto
get a little
departure on 128,
ways out there, didn't I?
FlexJet 503. Good day.
Forgot all about FlexJet. All right, let's head on back out to the airfield, shall we? Air Canada 741, contact departure.
Toronto departure on 128.8. Air Canada 741. Good day.
All right, we have Porter Air just land. Go ahead and give them taxiing instructions. Porter Air 420. Taxi to ramp via Charlie Alpha 1. Hold short of taxiway 2. Cross runway 06 left.
Taxi to ramp via Charlie, Alpha 1, hold short of taxiway 2. Cross runway 06 left. Porter Air 420.
All right, everything looking good here. If you are enjoying this episode of Tower Simulator 3
3607 with information, Charlie. Request and push and start.
at Toronto, be sure to hit that like, that bell, that sub. Leave a comment in the comment section below. Let me know that you were here. Have you played Toronto? Do you enjoy playing
Tower,
Toronto?
Air Canada 134 on final 24 left.
Let me know. Air Canada 134, runway 24 left, clear to land.
Runway 24 left, cleared to land. Air Canada 134.
All right, we're just about ready to get Flair out of here. 737-800 MAX, headed to Victoria, British Columbia. Flair 669er, wind is 17010, runway 23, clear for immediate takeoff. Get out of here.
Runway 23, cleared for immediate takeoff. Flare 669.
All right, we have an Envoy that is going to be ready for pushback soon. They'll let us know. The other side of the airfield, we have Rouge. Airbus 320 that just arrived. Rouge 1955, taxi to ramp via Charlie Alpha 1. Hold short of taxiway 6. Cross runway 06 left.
Taxi to ramp via Charlie, Alpha 1, hold short of taxiway 6. Cross runway 06 left. Rouge 1955.
Right, Flair is on the roll. Still cloudy here in Toronto. But the wind's been very consistent, 17010. Not much going on here as of
Toronto
weather.
ground. Jazz 8554 with information Charlie, requesting push and start.
Just a slight breeze, no gusts. Jazz 8554, pushback approved. Expect runway 23. Envoy 3607, pushback approved. Facing south.
Pushback approved, expect runway 23. Jazz 8554.
Flare 669er, contact departure.
Pushback approved facing south. Envoy 3607. Toronto departure on 128.8. Flare 669er. Good day.
Toronto Tower. Jazz 8750.
Can't really
on
see
final
that
2
one
for left.
behind there. Have to go to this camera. Okay, so over here I have Air Transat holding short of taxiway 6. Way in the back we have that Jazz pushing back. But we've got plenty of time to get Air Transat in there, so we're going to go ahead and do so. Air Transat 283 heavy. Continue taxi.
Continue taxi. Air Transat 283 heavy.
Air Canada 100 taxi to ramp via Charlie Alpha 1. Hold short of taxiway 6. Cross runway 06 left. Ugh.
Taxi to ramp via Charlie Alpha 1.
I almost couldn't spit it out.
Taxiway 6. Cross runway 06 left. Air Canada 100.
Like Envoy's
Toronto
ready.
ground. Envoy 3607 ready to taxi.
Envoy 3607, runway 23 at Bravo via Bravo.
Runway 23 at Bravo via Bravo. Envoy 3607.
Porter Air 420, hold short of taxiway 2. I think I already told them to do it, but
Hold short of taxiway 2.
I'm going to reiterate it.
420.
Toronto ground. Jazz 8554 ready to taxi.
Toronto
All right.
ground. Endeavor 4941
We're gonna have
with
them
information
wait.
Charlie. Requesting push and start.
Jazz 8554, standby. Jazz 8750, runway 24 left, clear to land. WestJet 700, runway 24 left, clear to land.
Standby. Jazz 8554.
Okay, they should
Runway
hold
24
there.
left, clear to
Perfect.
land. Jazz 8750.
So we can get Envoy out.
Clear to land. WestJet 700.
I like it. I like it when they listen.
WestJet 700 on final 24 left.
I like it when they listen.
Toronto ground. Talon flight 961 with information Charlie. Requesting push and start.
Endeavor 4941, pushback approved, facing south. Porter Air 420, continue taxi.
Pushback approved facing south. Endeavor 4941.
Jazz 8554, runway 23 at Bravo via 1 Alpha Juliet Alpha Bravo.
Continue taxi. Porter Air 420.
Runway 23 at Bravo via 1. Alpha Juliet Alpha Bravo. Jazz 855.
Okay, we got a Talon flight. I can't remember if that was a pushback or not. Talon flight 961, pushback approved. Expect runway 23.
Pushback approved. Expect runway 23. Talon flight 961.
Rouge 1955, continue taxi.
Continue taxi. Rouge 1955.
All right, so they're coming in on 6. Jazz is going out on 5. So they should be okay.
Flare 653 on final 2 for left.
Flare 653, runway 24 left, clear to land. Endeavor 3607, wind is 17010, runway 23. Envoy 3607, runway 23, clear for immediate takeoff. Wrong call sign there.
0653. Runway 23, cleared for immediate takeoff. Airport 3607. Toronto ground. Endeavor 4941, ready to taxi.
It's just best to have them hold short before coming in here. I can't say that enough. Just to assess the situation. All it is one little extra step, and it saves you all kinds of trouble. Air Canada 134, cross runway 06 left. Actually, let me give you detailed taxi instructions. Air Canada 134, taxi to ramp via Charlie Alpha 1. Hold short of taxiway 6, cross runway 06 left.
Taxi to ramp via Charlie Alpha 1. Hold short of taxiway 6.
Okay,
Cross
so you can
runway
see the
06
instructions.
left. Air Canada 134. Toronto
Hold short of
ground.
taxiway
Flight
6.
961 ready to taxi.
Cross runway 06 left. Jazz 8750, taxi to ramp via Charlie 1. Actually, don't want to do it that way. Jazz 8750, taxi to ramp via Charlie Delta Quebec 1.
Taxi to ramp via Charlie, Delta Quebec 1. Jazz 8750.
Jazz 8750, cross runway 06 left. Air Canada 100, continue taxi. Endeavor 4941, runway 23 at Bravo via Bravo. And
Cross
let's
runway
see
06
here.
left. Jazz 8750.
Talon Flight 961, runway 23 via Echo Hotel. Let me do that again.
Continue taxi. Air Canada 100.
Runway 23 at Bravo via Bravo. Endeavor 4941.
Talon Flight 961, runway 23 via Echo Hotel.
Runway 23 via Echo Hotel. Talon Flight 961.
Envoy 3607, contact departure.
Toronto departure on 128.8, Envoy 3607.
Air Canada 504, runway 24 left, clear to land.
Runway 24 left. Clear to land. Air Canada 504.
And what I really
Toronto
want
Tower. Air Canada 504 on final 24 left.
is Talon Flight at Bravo. Talon Flight 961, runway 23 at Bravo via Echo Hotel, cross runway 15 left. WestJet 700, taxi to ramp via Charlie Alpha 1, hold short of taxiway 3.
Runway 23 at Bravo via Echo Hotel. Cross runway 15 left. Talon Flight 961.
Actually,
Taxi
let's
to
have
ramp
them hold
via
short of
Charlie
taxiway
Alpha
4.
1. Hold short of taxiway 3. WestJet 700.
WestJet 700, taxi to ramp via Charlie Alpha 1, hold short of taxiway 4, cross runway 06 left. There we go. Okay,
Taxi to ramp via Charlie.
let's head back
Alpha
outside.
1. Hold short of taxiway 4. Cross runway 06
Hey, we got a
left.
race.
WestJet 700.
We got a race brewing here between Jazz and
Toronto
Endeavor.
Tower, Air Canada 453 on final 24 left.
Air Canada 1 Heavy, pushback approved, expect runway 23.
Pushback approved, expect runway 23, Air Canada 1 heavy.
And then this American needs pushback 2. I'm not sure if they called
Toronto
me yet or
ground.
not.
American 19904 with information. Charlie. Requesting push and start.
Well, that's them right there. American 1994, pushback approved, expect runway 23.
Pushback approved. Expect runway 23. American 19904.
All right, everything looking good.
Toronto ground. Delta 2710 with information. Charlie. Requesting push and start.
We're already 45 minutes into this episode. Hard to believe. Look at that. Got a flare that just arrived. Endeavor 4941, wind is 17010, runway 23, clear for takeoff.
Runway 23, cleared for takeoff. Endeavor 49 or 41.
Flare 653, taxi to ramp via Charlie Alpha 1, hold short of taxiway 2.
Taxi to ramp via Charlie Alpha 1. Hold short of taxiway 2. Flare 653.
Flare 653, cross runway 06 left.
Cross runway 06 left. Flare 653.
Jazz 8554, runway 23, line up and wait. Gonna keep things moving here,
Runway
folks.
23, line up and wait. Jazz 8554.
Air Canada 453, runway 24 left, clear to land. Currently have 4 more jets boarding.
Runway 24 left, clear to land. Air Canada 453.
Toronto ground. Air Canada 1 Heavy ready to taxi.
Air Canada 1 Heavy, runway 23 via 1 Alpha.
Runway 23 via 1 Alpha. Air Canada 1 Heavy. Toronto ground. American 19904 ready to taxi.
American 1994, runway 23 at Bravo via Bravo.
Runway 23 at Bravo via Bravo.
We got a nice flow going here.
Toronto Tower, Rickyard 3400 on final 24 left.
Jazz 8554, wind is 17010, runway 23, clear for takeoff.
Runway 23, cleared for takeoff. Jazz 8554.
Talon Flight 961, runway 23, line up and wait. Endeavor 4941, contact departure.
Runway 23, line up and wait. Talon Flight 961.
Air Canada 134, continue taxi. Go ahead and get them into the terminal.
Toronto departure on 128.8. Endeavor 49 or 41. Good day.
Continue taxi. Air Canada 134.
I think we're about to get a little busy here, the way it looks.
Toronto ground. Jazz 8705 with information Charlie. Requesting push and start.
Delta 2710, pushback approved, expect runway 23.
Pushback approved. Expect runway 23. Delta 2710.
Jazz 8705, pushback approved, expect runway 23. Talon Flight 961, runway 23, clear for takeoff. Jazz 8554, contact departure. Air Canada 504, taxi to ramp via Charlie Alpha 1, hold short of taxiway 8, cross runway 06 left.
Pushback approved. Expect runway 23. Jazz 8705.
Runway 23, clear for takeoff. Talon Flight 961.
There goes Talon Flight.
Departure on 128.8.
We'll get this American out of here.
Good day.
We got several pushing back.
Charlie. Alpha 1. Hold short of taxiway 8. Cross runway 06 left. Air Canada 504.
Toronto Tower, Air Canada 7072 on final 24 left.
Brickyard 3400, runway 24 left, clear to land. Air Canada 7072, runway 24 left, clear to land. American 1994, wind is 17010, runway 23, clear for takeoff.
Runway 24 left. Clear to land. Rickyard 3400.
Talon Flight 961, contact departure.
Runway 24 left, clear to land. Air Canada 7072.
WestJet 700, continue taxi.
Runway 23. Clear to take off. American 19904.
Toronto departure on 128.8. Talon Flight 9061. Good day.
Continue taxi. WestJet 700.
Flare 653, hold position. We're going to have them hold position.
Hold position. Flare 653.
Toronto ground. Jazz 8705 ready to taxi.
Why?
Toronto ground.
Because
Delta
this heavy's going to
2710
turn
ready to
right
taxi.
there.
Toronto ground. Jazz at 747 with information Charlie. Requesting push and start.
Toronto ground. Jazz 8990 with information Charlie. Requesting push and start.
Jazz 8705, runway 23 at Bravo via Bravo.
Runway 23 at Bravo, via Bravo. Jazz 8705.
Perfect. Everybody's doing what I want them to do. That's good. Air Canada 453, taxi to ramp via Charlie. Alpha 1, hold short of taxiway 6, cross runway 06 left.
Taxi to ramp via Charlie, Alpha 1. Hold short of taxiway 6, cross runway
Claire
06 left.
653, continue taxi.
Continue taxi. Flare 653.
Delta 2710, runway 23 at Bravo via Bravo.
Runway 23 at Bravo, via Bravo. Delta 2710.
Jazz 8990, pushback approved. Expect runway 23.
Pushback approved, expect runway 23. Jazz 8990.
American 1994, contact departure.
Toronto departure of 128.8. American 1994, midday.
Toronto Tower, WestJet 17 on final 24 left.
WestJet 17, runway 24 left, clear to land.
Runway 24 left, clear to land. WestJet 17.
Toronto ground, port air 653 with information Charlie, requesting push and start.
Everything looking good. Oh, yeah, there's a little bit of a texture issue there. Some grass. But they probably need to fix that texture in an update. I didn't notice that before for some reason. Air Canada 504, continue taxi. Get them into the terminal.
Continue taxi. Air Canada 504.
We got that one pushed back there. Let's see here. And we have one in front of it that needs to be pushed back. I believe it is this one here.
Toronto ground, Rouge 1952 with information Charlie, requesting push and start.
So a lot going on here.
Toronto ground. Jazz 8990, ready to taxi.
Air Canada 1 heavy, wind is 17010, runway 23, clear for immediate takeoff.
Runway 23, cleared for immediate takeoff. Air Canada 1 heavy.
Jazz 8990, runway 23 at Bravo via Bravo.
Runway 23 at Bravo, via Bravo. Jazz 8990.
Toronto Tower, WestJet 35 on final 24 left.
WestJet 35, runway 24 left, clear to land.
Runway 24 left, clear to land. WestJet 35.
As soon as they clear here, we'll get this other one pushed back. Jazz 8747, pushback approved. Expect runway 23. Brickyard 3400, taxi to ramp via Charlie.
Pushback approved, expect runway 23. Jazz at 747.
Taxi to ramp via Charlie. Brickyard 3400.
Brickyard 3400, cross runway 06 left.
Cross runway 06 left. Brickyard 3400.
All right, now they're pushing back. Okay, everything looks good there. We'll get back up here so we can see more of the action.
WestJet 661 with information Charlie, requesting push and start.
Delta 2710, runway 23, line up and wait. We're going to have a little
Runway
time
23, line up and wait. Delta
with
2710.
this heavy taking off. Careful of the wake turbulence. Quarter Air 653, pushback approved. Expect runway 23. Rouge 1952, pushback approved. Expect runway 24 right.
Pushback approved, expect runway 23. Port air 653.
Air Canada 7072, taxi to ramp via Charlie Alpha 1, hold short of taxiway 8, cross runway 06 left.
Pushback approved, expect runway 24 right. Rouge 1952.
Air Canada 1 heavy, contact departure.
Taxi to ramp via Charlie Alpha 1, hold short of taxiway 8. Cross
They're
runway
only-
06 left.
They're only
Air Canada
1,700 in the air.
Toronto departure on 128.8. Air
Still got to
Canada
give it
1
some
heavy.
time.
Good day.
Toronto Tower, Jet 970 on final 24
Another
left.
great example of why to
Toronto
have
ground,
them
Jet
hold short.
747 ready to taxi.
Right there. Air Canada 453, continue taxi.
Continue taxi. Air Canada 453.
We got WestJet just now touching down on 24 left. I think we're safe to get Delta
Air Canada
running.
9 heavy with information, Charlie. Requesting push and start.
Let's go ahead and get these guys out of here. Delta 2710, wind is 17010, runway 23, clear for immediate takeoff. Caution wake turbulent.
Runway 23, cleared for immediate takeoff. Delta 2710.
Jazz 8705, runway 23, line up and wait. Porter Air 653, runway 23 at Bravo via Bravo.
Runway 23, line up and wait. Jazz 8705.
That's an Embraer
Runway 23 at Bravo via Bravo. Porter Air 653.
195-E2.
653 ready to taxi.
Jazz 8747, runway 23 at Bravo via Bravo.
Runway 23 at Bravo via Bravo. Jet 747.
Jazz 8705, wind is 17010, runway 23, clear for immediate takeoff.
Runway 23, cleared for immediate takeoff. Jazz 8705.
Jazz 8970, runway 24 left, clear to land. WestJet 17, taxi 2 ramp via Charlie Alpha 1, hold short of taxiway 4, cross runway 06 left.
Runway 24 left. Clear to land. Jet 970.
Taxi to ramp via Charlie Alpha 1. Hold short of taxiway 4. Cross runway 06 left. WestJet 17.
Delta 2710, contact departure. Hey, this one's been a lot of fun. I've really enjoyed this episode.
Delta 2710.
Shipyard
Good day.
3400, hold position. Rouge 1952, runway 24 right at Delta 5.
Hold position. Brickyard 3400.
Runway 24 right at Delta 5. Rouge 1952.
Jazz 8705, contact departure. Jazz 8990, runway 23, clear for me to take off.
Toronto departure on 128.8. Jazz 8705. Good day.
WestJet 661, pushback approved, facing south.
Runway 23, cleared for immediate takeoff. Jazz 8990.
Air Canada 9 heavy, pushback approved, facing south.
Pushback approved facing south. WestJet 661.
Pushback approved facing south. Air Canada 9
Brickyard
heavy.
3400, continue taxi.
Continue taxi. Brickyard 3400.
WestJet 35, taxi 2 ramp via Charlie Alpha 1, hold short of taxiway 4, cross runway 06 left.
Taxi to ramp via Charlie Alpha 1. Hold short of taxiway 4. Cross runway 06
It's been
left.
nice and busy, not
WestJet
too bad.
35.
Toronto ground.
But there's still a lot going on.
1952 ready to taxi.
Toronto Tower. Air Canada 841 heavy on final 24 left.
Porter Air 653, runway 23, line up and wait. Them to line up and wait.
Runway 23, line up and wait. Porter Air 653.
All right, let's head on down here. We've got
Toronto ground. Air Canada 61 heavy with information Charlie. Requesting push and start.
let's see which one here is.
Toronto ground. Spanish 330 heavy with information Charlie. Requesting push and start.
Yeah, so we got this heavy that we need to get out of here. And we have this one holding short. Jazz 8990, contact departure.
Toronto departure on 128.8. Jazz 8990.
Air Canada 841 heavy, runway 24 left, clear to land.
Runway 24 left. Clear to land. Air Canada 841 heavy.
Toronto ground. Air Canada 9 heavy ready to taxi.
Rouge 1952, runway 24 right, clear for takeoff. Porter Air 653, runway 23, clear for takeoff. WestJet 661, runway 23 at Bravo, via Bravo.
Runway 24 right, cleared for takeoff. Rouge 1952.
Runway 23, cleared for takeoff. Porter Air 653.
Runway 23 at Bravo, via Bravo. WestJet 661. Toronto ground, WestJet 661 ready to taxi.
Yep,
Toronto
I already
Tower,
got to
Jazz
you.
8553 on final 24 left.
Jazz 8553, runway 24 left, clear to land. Air Canada 9 Heavy, runway 23 via 1 Alpha.
Runway 24 left, clear to land. Jazz 8553.
Runway 23, fly 1, Alpha, Air Canada 9 ahead.
WestJet 35, hold short of taxiway Tango.
Hold short of taxiway Tango. WestJet 35.
So, in theory, they should hold short here.
2945 with information in chart, requesting push and start.
And they are good. Because they're going to jog up towards the Heavy that's coming out. Because they need to go in on 1. Jazz 8747, wind is 17010, runway 23, clear for takeoff.
Runway 23, cleared for takeoff. Jazz at 747.
Porter Air 653, contact departure.
Toronto departure on 128.8. Porter Air 653. Good.
Rouge 1952, contact departure.
Toronto departure on 128.8. Rouge 1952.
Jazz 8747, runway 23, clear for immediate takeoff.
Runway 23, cleared for immediate takeoff.
Air
Jazz at
Canada
747.
7072, continue taxi.
Continue taxi. Air Canada 7072. Toronto Tower, Air Canada 1306 on final 24 left.
WestJet 35, continue taxi. Jazz 8970, taxi to ramp via Alpha 1, hold short of taxiway 6. Cross runway 06 left.
Continue taxi. WestJet 35.
Taxi to ramp via Alpha 1, hold short of taxiway 6. Cross runway 06 left. Jazz at 9070.
All right, well, folks, we have hit the hour mark. I'm not going to keep you any longer. Thank you so much for watching this episode here at Toronto.
Toronto ground. Air Canada 768. Information Delta. Requesting push and start.
This one has been a lot of fun. I appreciate all the support of the channel, and I'd appreciate your consideration becoming part of the Gen X Gamer family by hitting that like, that sub, leave a comment in the comments section below, share the video if you like this type of content, and welcome to all of our new subscribers as of late. Appreciate all of you and our original crew. Thank you so much for sticking around all these years. All right, this is Gen X Gamer saying,
Porter Air 307 with information Delta. Requesting push and start.
saying I will catch you all in the next one. Bye-bye now.